All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to look at the CAS techniques. I mean, look, once you're using CAS, all of the stuff we've done before is like, who cares type thing, because once there really isn't any other things that you need to actually worry about. Now, couple of tricks with this. Now, see this button here? This takes you into a scratch pad, right? If you keep on if you keep on tapping scratch pad, it switches between just the normal calculation page and also the graphing page. I think if you press tab, this is where you draw your graph. So if you press exit, if you take exit, it goes out of the page. Now this in some ways is better than using individual pages down here, because every time you press one of those, you open a new page. That's why during the test, I've seen some student with 30 pages open because they failed to, clean them up. You need to organize them. Organization is half of maths. Getting prepared is the other 49%. The 1% is essentially you doing it, okay? And so getting things organized is vital. So if we go to, now, all of the functions you have is still in there somewhere. So if I'm looking at expansion of bracket, menu, algebra, expand, okay? So X. Now, you may have come across issues where sometimes you type things in, it doesn't actually, it gives you an error. Now in this particular case here, you see, it doesn't work. Invalid implied multiply. Now what the heck does that mean? That's a taxes instrument way of saying it doesn't recognize the operation you're doing, because to them, you've typed in X bracket 2X minus 1. What you're really trying to say here is X is multiplying by the individual brackets. See what happens then. See, now they have managed to do it. You put a, now, so when you are expanding brackets, you need to put the multiplication sign between put multiplication sign when you otherwise wouldn't have done so. Unlike solving, where you actually get a value. For some reason, taxes instrument recognize the solving as the operation, but if you're expanding stuff, it doesn't, which is really silly. Now, let's do another one here. Menu algebra expand. So I'm doing brackets 2x plus 1 brackets times 2x minus 1 bracket. Have another bracket to close the thing off. Boom, it does the things for you. Let's do another example here. How about we go to the example? How about we go to, like one of the largest ones. So menu algebra expand. So it's bracket. Wait, is there already a bracket? No, there isn't. Bracket x plus 2 bracket x plus 4. I deliberately didn't put this in just to see. I didn't put in the time sign just to see if it actually works. I got a feeling that you need to have a multiplication sign if something's outside. If something's outside the bracket. But if it's between the bracket, it doesn't matter as much. Boom, does everything for you, okay? And so this concludes the use of the CAS calculator. Now remember, I want to clear everything on this page. Menu, action, 5. So if you can't remember that one on your cheat sheet, menu 1, 5. Okay, something else. If you really want to, if you want to get rid of everything, Control and press no. That's like a format C. Now let's assume that we've opened up many different pages. Okay, I'm just going to randomly open up quite a few pages just for, as you can see, the number of dots is going up. Open up new pages, open up. Every time I come out, open up a new one. Every time I come out, open up a new one. Every time I come out, opens up a new one. I've seen people with 30. Now that is really bad. But if you go control left, control left, control left, so control right, control right, control left, right, control right allows you to move things around. Control up allows you to get the overview of whatever you've got here. And you can individually choose the pages, press delete, press delete, press delete on the ones you don't want. Okay, and that's why when you're doing this, you need to tactically think about whether I should be using that function here or using that scratch pad type thing. Now, I believe that on your normal document, there are certain functions that exist on the normal doc that it doesn't exist on the scratch pad. Furthermore, you can save these pages. You can actually save these pages. Go to Doc, File, Save As. Or if you want, Control S, just like on a computer. Control S. There we go. It allows you to save just like Microsoft Word document. So, you know, if I were you, I would save a few pages to reduce the workload. Eh? That gives you some idea for your summative test, eh? Well, you got to use high-tech methods to improve your chances, but that's a risk to take because it's extra things to learn. All right, I'll see you next video.